guys. Today we're going to talk about love. So, as a lot of you might know, this year has been the year of mercy. So the theme has been mercy, and then probably if you've seen my other videos or if you've watched anything on EWTN, I don't know how many of you do that, but you probably know that World Youth Day was about mercy. Or if you looked at any Catholic thing ever this summer. Anyway, so this World Youth Day theme was mercy. So there's been a lot of mercy going on because World Youth Day was in Krakow, the city, like quote-unquote city of mercy with John Paul II and Faustina and Max and Kobe and all the mercy saints. Anyway, so there's been a lot of emphasis on mercy, and especially a lot of emphasis on giving mercy, which is great. We need to give mercy because that's what Jesus tells us to do. But one of my God moments in Poland, one of the ways God touched me at World Youth Day, was making me realize that this year has not just been about giving mercy, but also about receiving it. Let me explain this God moment because that will best illustrate my point. So one thing you need to know about me is that I am very tough on myself when it comes to being perfect. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to like the spiritual life and not sinning and everything. So when I mess up, I will beat myself up like you would never believe, verbally. I will call myself names I would never call anybody else. And just really, I don't give myself mercy very well. So, but God made me realize that I knew I need to let up on myself, but I just didn't. I realized that I'm being selfish when I focus on my faults because I'm focusing on myself and not God and others. And also, it doesn't bring peace and joy at all. So, how I realized that I need to give myself mercy was this. So, we were in Poland, and second day in Poland, and what happened was we went to the English Catechesis Center called the Mercy Center. I think they did that on purpose. That we went to the Mercy Center, and it was crazy all day. We were all exhausted. We were exhausted the entire week and a half. But anyway, that day. There was talks. It was crazy, and then we ended the night with a talk by Joel Stepanek. He's one of the life team leaders, national life team leaders. And then we had Eucharistic procession and adoration, and then Bishop Barron gave a talk, and we closed out it with a concert by Matt Maher and Audrey Assad. So what happened was during Joel's talk is really what struck me. So what happened during Joel's talk was this. He made me realize that I need to receive mercy. So he said this. I'm just going to quote him. And so he said this. Tonight you have to answer that question. Will I let God love me? Because Jesus looks at you and says, it's not over yet. I'm going to win your heart back. Will you let God love you tonight? Healing doesn't begin in this world if it doesn't begin in your heart first. And Jesus wants to heal it tonight. End quote. So I realized I needed to receive mercy before I could ever give it, which is what everybody had been telling me to do for the past year of my life and the past years of my life, because I come from a very Catholic family, and school. So those words that Joel said basically could have come from the mouth of Christ himself, and in a sense they did, because I truly believe it was Joel was speaking as an instrument of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit used Joel to speak to my heart. That night, I heard God say, I love you. He didn't and doesn't care that I'm broken. He doesn't care that you're broken. Because it's a fact, everybody is broken. He broke on the cross before my brokenness. Letting go of your faults brings such peace and joy. I don't know why I hold on to them. But even when I do mess up, I know that, Christ is waiting with open arms to say, yes, come receive my mercy in the moment that I sin, and then later in confession when I can actually confess and formally receive absolution for my sins. So, obviously you can't be at that night that I was, but you can look it up. I can probably post a link somewhere. Anyway, but what you can do is you can still let God love you. I'm going to ask you the same question. Will you let God love you tonight? And then forever. All God wants is your heart. So give it to him.